everyone to a Tuesday night edition of the Allen Powell Show. A lot going on in the sports world, NBA and NFL. We will break it all down, and I want to get with your hot takes and see what you think about what's going on with the Bears and in the NBA. So, with all that being said, let's get ready to lock and load, everyone. Let's go.
Lock and load, Allen Powell. It's the Allen Powell Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powell Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powell Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Powell Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We had some breaking news. The Chicago Bears have made another trade. This time they actually acquired someone, and that someone is wide receiver Chase Claypool from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wide receiver, 6'4" wide receiver. And it looks like they're giving Justin Fields some help. But the question is, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? That doesn't negate the fact that they traded Roquan Smith, Quinn, got rid of Mack before the season. Chase Claypool, and they gave up a second-round pick, but not the one they just got for Roquan, the Ravens' second pick. I mean, they gave away the second pick of their own. They gave away their own second-round pick, which is predicted to be bad, instead of giving away Baltimore's, which will probably the Bears pick is going to be a good pick. The Baltimore Ravens will probably be a late in the round pick. So I think they overpaid a little bit. Chase Claypool is not an elite receiver. He's a good receiver, not an elite receiver. And I think a second round pick for him, I think that's a little bit. I think they overpaid just a little bit. Black Butterfly Pod checking in. I like it. Think we shouldn't have gave up a 2 for him, but hey, Justin needs help, so it starts. Now we can see that Mooney can do with a legit number 2-ish player by him. That's a good point. It slides Mooney down to a better position where he can have better matchups and do better as instead of having to be the number 1 receiver. But I don't like them giving up a 2. A 3 or a 4 for Claypool. Claypool is not an elite receiver at all. He's a good receiver. Not an elite. He is 6'4". I like his height. You pair him up with N'Keal Harry, and maybe the Bears are cooking with a little bit on offense. And Chase Claypool from Notre Dame, so he'll be coming back to the Midwest. He'll have a lot of fanfare, a lot of family. But I like the move, but are you trading offense for defense for offense? I mean, listen, I'm going to stand pat and see what else they do, but I would have rather them draft a wide receiver. Maybe in the first round, maybe in the second round. I don't like them giving up that second round pick for Chase Claypool. I just don't. I don't. Like, what are we doing? Are we trying to win shootouts now? Are we trying to win shootouts? Is that what the Bears are about now? We have a defensive-minded coach with maybe I can't call him an offensive-minded GM because he drafted Brisker and Gordon, but I got to see what they're doing. I got a big question mark right now. They're kind of all over the place. Don't know what's the lane? What are we doing? What are we doing? Justin Fields definitely needs help. Yes, he needs that. But if you're going to be trading away established players, I thought he would build his own team through the draft, just like he did with Brisker and Gordon. Now draft offensive players and develop. I mean, Claypool's a nice receiver. He's okay. But a 2, and they gave away the wrong 2. They gave away the wrong two. They should have gave away the Ravens two, not our two, which will probably be a top 15 pick at least. I mean, come on, man. Come on, y'all. They got to do better. They got to do better. I think they overpaid. I think they overpaid. That's just my thoughts. Y'all comment. Tell me your thoughts about how do you feel about Chase Claypool? What level of receiver is Chase Claypool? Because if I'm looking at the wide receivers, he's not in the top tier. He'll probably be a tier under that. And without looking at the numbers coming off the top of my head, he's just not the, he don't move it for me. I like that they attempting to give Phil some help, but he doesn't do it for me. Other than that, we had some NBA news. Steve Nash fired. Is going from the Nets. 7 games in the season. Now, if you recall, Kevin Durant, when he first said he wanted to be traded, he wanted Steve Nash fired. He wanted him fired. And 7 games in, he gets his wish. He got his wish. And his rumors already swirling that Ime Udoka, the suspended coach from the Boston Celtics, is the next in line to be the coach. I don't think Steve Nash should have got the job in the first place. They tried to give him a ready-made team. They tried to do that. I put on Facebook some days ago, I would love to see what Mark Jackson can do with this job. Why he cannot get another opportunity because of his beliefs? Ridiculous. He's a good head coach. Black Butterfly Pod. I said this earlier to some of our Bear fans. Now he can't just sit on the we developed Justin idea. He has to hit in free agency and draft. This places pressure on all picks and free agents because you just said you can't win with Roquan and Mac and Quinn, so you better not miss in the 2023 draft. Let's give him some time. True. Facts. Facts. We're going to see what he do in the draft. But he also has to address the O-line. He's a former offensive lineman himself. So I envision that he will address the offensive line as well. We will see. What are your thoughts about Steve Nash being fired? 7 games in the season. You got Kyrie going through what he's going through with stuff he posts on social media. I don't know why. I get so tired of them making a big deal about people posting stuff on social media. Who cares? Who cares? That's just me. Oh, so what? Kyrie posted some quote-unquote anti-Semitic post. I don't care. What are you doing on the basketball court? What are you doing on the basketball court? I don't care. I'm not worried about Kyrie being a racist or this and that. Like, he never came across as that. I believe he has a certain beliefs. He hasn't spewed no hate speech, in my opinion. I haven't seen, you know what? I haven't seen the post myself, but that just don't move me. Social media posts don't move me like that. But it's just they make a big deal out of non issues to me. This has nothing to do with basketball. But Steve Nash fired. Ime Udoka possibly in line to get that job is interesting. He's suspended right now, and what would Adam Silver have to say about this? I don't know, but it's interesting to see. Steve Nash, like I said, he shouldn't have got the job in the first place, in my opinion. They try to give him a ready-made team. I would wish some black coaches would get the same opportunity to have some ready-made teams. Black Butterfly Pie, you already know where I'm going, bro. They are telling black people now you can't even believe in what you want now. Where was this when Mel Gibson said what he said? I love Kai. He didn't tell any lies. Listen, it's a lot of stuff going on. You know, Kanye and his comments. Listen, it's a lot of truth being put out there, but it's also a lot of nonsense being put out there. You got to decipher what is what. I haven't seen the Kyrie stuff as much, but the Kanye stuff, if we're going to talk about it, I think he was telling a lot of truth, but the nonsense that he talked about with George Floyd, he could have kept that. He could have kept that. Nobody wanted to hear the stuff he was talking about with George Floyd. Other than that, I didn't really have a problem with the stuff he said. I didn't. That's just me. But Kyrie, I have to do my research to find out uh what his comments actually were. But I just think it's like, bruh, they making a big deal about this. A big deal about him posting on social media. I don't care about it. T.L. Williams, Age of Misinformation. It's a lot of misinformation out there. Anybody can put anything out nowadays. Let's talk about that. You are on point, bro. Man, listen. Kanye, they might say he crazy, but he said a lot of truth. But if he just would have kept the George Floyd stuff out of there, I'm rocking with him 100%. If he kept George Floyd out of it, I'm rocking with him 100%. But it's okay to use N-word on social media. Yeah, they said it. Elon Musk took over, and now everybody using the N-word. But you know what? I'm not even on Twitter on that like that, so I'm like out of the loop. But even if that happens, that's not gonna move me. People just showing you who they are. And if so with Kyrie's social media post, if you don't like it, okay, that's your prerogative. But keep it moving. Don't try to demonize this dude like he out here killing folks or he's not doing none of that. He's posting something for whatever reason, whether he believe in it, whether he like it, whatever the case may be. He's not doing anything that's going to strike up any fights, violence, any of that. Any of that. So I don't see the big deal, but it's like anything that somebody don't agree with, they just trying to cancel you, get rid of you, don't want you to believe in anything. I don't care. Believe what you want to believe in. That's why I'm with it. Believe what you want to believe in. So, you know, I hate that sometimes where we at in society where you can't say certain things, and if you don't agree with the status quo, they try to cancel you and get rid of you. But I want people to believe what they want to believe in. That's just it. That's just it. So that's where I'm at. But like I said, today's news: Chase Claypool to the Bears, and Steve Nash is fired. All he did was post a link to a movie. That's like me posting a link to Hidden Colors. What I don't understand is that it's being labeled hate. That's like me posting about Farrakhan and people calling him anti-Semitic. It's ridiculous. Pro-black means hate. I hate this new era. Hey, that's a lot of truth in that. A lot of truth in that. He's a number 2 receiver at best. As far as the way the trade went in today's football, the defenders can barely touch anyone without being flagged. So building up the offense and sacrifice the defense may not be such a bad strategy. All right, Steve, let's talk about it. I like them building up the offense, but don't forget we play in a cold weather city. We ain't about to be throwing the ball all over the place like that. We not about to be in shootouts like that. Come on, Steve. Like, eventually, you're gonna have to play defense and run the football. This is a cold weather city. It's nice. We still got nice weather right now, but we know the hawk is coming. December, January is coming. And weather plays a part. I want to be able to play defense, run the football, and be able to throw it good. But I don't need the greatest show on turf. We not on turf. We on grass, and we in cold weather. That's just me. That's just me. I don't want to sacrifice all the defense for all the offense. We got some young studs in the secondary that's now going to be having problems covering because the front four can't get no pressure. I don't want to get them exposed. I like what I see in the secondary, but that's just me, man. We're going to continue to wait and see how polls operate going forward. We still got a lot of money in salary cap. We got the draft coming up. We still got a lot of picks, even though we lost that second round pick. We still got a lot of picks. So we will see what happens going forward. Other than that, I just wanted to come and check in with y'all real quick, see what y'all thought about the Chase Claypool move and the Bears going forward, and Steve Nash is gone. That's basically it for the Nets. I don't think a new coach is going to come in and take them to the finals. I don't see it. But I'm about to get up out of here. Just wanted to check in with y'all real quick. Appreciate y'all checking in. I'm out.
Kilo, Allen Pimps. It's the Allen Pimps.